Yo, what's up, everybody? It's TK here. Get myself zoomed out a little bit. TK here, just doing what I always do, chilling out at home, making music, writing programs, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This is just, I'm gonna talk about it. This whole dating thing, it's just off the chain. I mean, I would like to say it's great, but it's just totally going the wrong way. And the other day I had a date with this chick, and you know what? I'm gonna make this whole video about this one chick. She, my God, she had it all wrong. Do you, like, I personally think both men and women are equal, right? And we live in a world where feminism is supposed to be that, it's supposed to make everything equal. Everybody's supposed to be equal, right? I just don't think so. I think it's just so double standard and full of shit. So going back to this whole date thing, there's like this chick, right, that my friends introduced me to, and she was really hot, and I knew about her from like a month before I met her. And the guys were like, she's like really, really cute, and you really gonna like her, and whatever. And I can't completely make this my friend's fault. I mean, he's got no sense for planning, man. He just, even when we're doing music, he will set up the events at the wackest joints. We go there, we're about to start a show, and there's just nobody there. Everybody else there is somebody who's been on the stage, and there's nobody drinking or there to just have a good time. And it's weird because all the performers just perform and they go home, that kind of thing. So I should have known, but I trusted this dude. So he showed me a picture of this chick, and I was like, wow, she's smoking, she's hot, she's off the chain. She really got it going on. So I really wanted to meet this chick. So they set it up. It was me, my guy friend, and then this other girlfriend. Well, that's his friend. And we're kind of friends, but we're not really deeply friends. But she's listened to a lot of what I got to say about my love life, and so whatever. I trusted these guys to hook me up. A month later, eventually I went on this date. And not date, but it's like an introduction type thing. And I'll just say, in Japan, this stuff just happens all the time. It's not unusual that your friends will introduce you to somebody kind of cool. So I'm I'm like, it's gonna be really cool. So I went to this thing, and it's 45 minutes from here. And I'm not gonna be like, I went 45 minutes, it sucked. I'm not gonna be like that, but this chick was pretty damn selfish. I couldn't tell at the time, but then it was kind of I couldn't really tell. I hate making judgments of people right when I meet them. Oh, she is like that after meeting them once. So what I did is, after I met her, I got her contact information, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna try taking her out again, just the two of us. And that's when the brass really came out. Man, this chick. So this time, before I'd gone by train and it took 45 minutes, this time I took an hour to drive all the way to where she lived to pick her up. And it was cool while we were mailing, because she was like, you want to do something? Yeah, that's cool. Whatever you want to do. You know what? Just surprise me. And then I had this whole thing planned out. We would go watch a movie, and then maybe we'd go to karaoke. You know what karaoke is, people? Yeah, people, you know what karaoke is. So it was and I had some B plans. If that doesn't work, we could go bowling, or we could just go to a batting center, or we could just eat for a while, or just go window shopping. Guess what? It's she got in the car, and I told her what I thought was cool. And she was up for the movie because I'd kind of already told her we were gonna go watch a movie, and I wanted to watch Star Wars, but she decided she wanted to watch The Martian. That's what it's called in English, right? The Martian. So I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. I've watched Star Wars before, so why not? Let's watch The Martian. I was gonna watch Star Wars for the second time, so it was like, cool, no problem. It was no delay for me at that point, but we get in the car, and then she started off with this whole negative attitude. Like, we had like an hour before the movie, so I was like, why don't we just go to karaoke? She's like, nope. Why don't we hang out in the mall before we watch a movie? It could be really cool. We could just like check out some clothes and stuff, because she said that she bought all her clothes on the internet. And like, size is kind of difficult, you know what I mean? Like when you're shopping on the internet, you can't really decide what size whatever is. So like, let's go check it out in the mall. She wasn't up for that, so we ended up just driving. I was like, okay, so let's just drive. Let's just go for a drive. Do you hate drives? She was like, nope. So that was the only thing we could do, and it was like halfway in, she was like, I want to go to a convenience store. I want to get blasted. I want to get, and I don't mean like get high, okay, because they don't sell drugs in Japan, but most people know that. But she's like, I want to buy some cigarettes, and I want to get some alcohol. So she started drinking. She started drinking beer, and it was cool, but and it was fine, but I was just like, wow, because it was still like 12, around 12, 1 in the afternoon. It was kind of early, and I was like, wow, you are really going to start drinking this early? And she's like, yeah, why not? It's my day off. And, in Japan, because of the culture, it's not such a big deal. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Why not? I mean, it is your day off, whatever. So I was just like, whatever she wanted to do, I just let her do it. And she was just so one-sided and selfish, and she didn't think about, anything about how I felt, or if I was hungry, or if I wanted to go check out clothes, or if there's something I wanted to do. It was just yes or no for whatever I suggested. And it's like she went into the convenience store, and when she went to buy like her beer and stuff, I think she did this out of consideration. But it's like, when you're gonna buy something for somebody, like right in front of them, you could just ask them, what do you drink? Do you want something to drink? She didn't ask, and what she did is she went and she bought something I don't drink, and it's called ocha, Japanese tea. I don't regularly go out and buy this stuff. Like, to buy it, really, to buy it to drink, like, it's kind of like buying water for me. Buy water. Why don't you just drink it out of the tap if it's clean? Like, buy it. So I was just like, oh wow, she's being considerate. Oh, thanks, but I don't really drink it. So I'm like kind of sipping on this, and I'm not really liking it. And I should have been like, I don't drink it, but I was like trying not to be rude, right? So I don't do that. And then finally what happens is, we get to this movie, and we watch the movie, and I'm thinking we could eat now, because I hadn't eaten since morning. She didn't care though. She didn't. She was just like, can I go home? I mean, can you believe it? Really? Like, can I go home now? She was ready to go home. She didn't care. She didn't want to hang out. So I kind of started feeling like I had been kind of used. She wanted to drink. And like, oh yeah, and I skipped this part. This part is big. It's kind of like, she told me, I hate being thought of as the girl who drinks all day, so please hold my beer as we go into the movie theater. I was like, what? But that makes me look bad, right? I mean, who wants to hold something somebody else doesn't want to hold because it makes them look bad? And she was using, like, yeah, please do that for me. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I wasn't feeling it at all, but I did it. And I was just like, whatever. She wants to be the gentleman, whatever. She wants me to be the gentleman. And like when we went to the bathroom, she held the stuff because I needed to go into the bathroom. And when I came out, she was like, "What? You're not gonna hold it for me?" And I was just so irritated, you know. And like, I'm holding 2 drinks, right? And you walk into the theater, and it's as dark as hell. You can't see shit, right? And you're walking, and you can't see the stairs. And instead of being the one who went in front and like guided me so that I didn't trip over stuff, she was kind of like holding on to me like from behind, like, you know, like this, like, I can't see. Oh my God, I'm gonna trip over. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna trip over, and I'm holding your beer. You know what I mean? I mean, she just wasn't thinking, and she was selfish, and she just wasn't cool. She just wasn't. Am I being too much? Because I told my friend about this, and he was kind of like, "Oh, you're just two different people. The way you think is different, and you shouldn't take it so seriously." Basically, don't take it so seriously. It doesn't matter. And I was just like, yes, it matters, because it sucked. It really sucked. And I don't know what. It was like hell for me. Really. I mean, how could somebody be so self-centered and inconsiderate about, I mean, the other person you're on the date with, you know? I mean, it's okay to, like, you know, do whatever you want, but she could at least have, like, you know, said, like, okay, I'm not hungry, so since you're hungry, why didn't you buy something at the convenience store, or I'll just sit and wait while you eat, or, but she just wasn't up for it. She was just, whatever she wanted to do at the time, and whatever I wanted to do was just a no-no, basically. And then she went home, and then I finally got to eat at like 7 p.m. 7 p.m., really, seriously. I hadn't eaten all day. She didn't care. And then after that, guess what she told my friends? Oh, he was short. I wasn't tall enough for her. Plus, his car just wasn't nice enough. It was, and like, I just gotta say, where I live, it snows a lot, okay? So you gotta have a car that can handle the snow. So my car is kind of toughed out. It's like a country car. It's hardcore. And I don't really care. But for her, being the girl who lives in the city, it was just too much. It was just too brash and too country, I suppose. It's like a little mini Jeep. It's a Jimny. It just wasn't good for her. She just wasn't cool with it. And, you know, I'm cool with the car. You know, I can buy another car. That's not a big deal. And I can maintain another car. It was kind of like the fact that she couldn't say anything straight up to me. Instead, what she decided to do was go behind my back and then tell my friends about it. And then tell them not to tell me about it, but my guy friend, he decided he was going to tell me about it because I was like in so much pain and so irritated by the way she acted. And that's just that, people. What do you think? I mean, what would you do in a situation like this? I just thought, like, you know, if I was being my normal self, and if this was a guy, and if it wasn't like, you know, guys have to be gentlemen and like super nice to guys, I mean super nice to women. If this was a guy, it would just have been like a no-no totally. Like, forget it. Go home or just walk the fuck home. I mean, really, seriously. I mean, how can you be so selfish and expect people to be nice to you? And apparently all the guys she dates, she treats like douches. And they all go for it because she's cute. And this is what feminism brings up. And she's kind of like a feminist. And she just thinks that because she's a woman, right? She has to be entitled to like some super special treatment, whatever. Better than guys. Better, and I don't know. I mean, guys holding stuff for women, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with that. If it's heavy, yeah, fine. Why not? But can't you hold your own beer? I mean, can't you really? Seriously? I mean, if you can't hold your own beer, I mean, really, how can I take you seriously? You know. That's it. That's all I've got to say about this, people. And I'm out.